目に映るその姿は出会った時のままだね。明日も明後日もわからないまま目に映るその姿は出会った時のままだね。明日も明後日もわからないまま目に映るその姿は出会った時のままだね。明日もMy most changes are the job over heart 目に映るその姿は出会った時のままだね。明日も明後日もわからないまま You and I My most changes are the job over heart もどかしさばかり積も時間は少しずつ進んでいく追い風に吹かれて飛んでけ離れないoutside無理して着飾った嘘笑いそうじゃないの言えないよ包み隠さ見せてよ期待と不安の妄想いつかきっと叶うから過去に変わる日まで Supposing近づけばまた遠ざかってチャンスはまたかくれんぼ知りたい知りたくないじれたいなも It doesn't work that way 今のままでいい戻れなくなるならいっそバレる前になくすなんて無理わかってるって嫌になるな包み隠さず教えてちぐはぐ理想と現実秘密だって隠してる今日も空回り外側じゃなくて中身の問題なんだ I can't stop thinking I can't stop thinking いつまでも待ってるな包み隠さ見せてよ期待と不安の妄想いつかきっと叶うから過去に変わる日まで目を覚まして乗り越えて振り向かないで Let yourself be yourself
Forgot to turn on my camera. I need that. Video capture. Do this. There we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, so I know I'm getting everybody to cry, but I don't think I could talk much about it on camera. So Hikosan is one of the old homie-ish, and he was a person who affected a lot of people as far as Band-Maid goes, and outside of Band-Maid as well. And I reached out to Poji-san and asked him what his favorite song was, and he said it's Drop of the Hat. So I thought it was just appropriate to play that song for him. I mentioned it in a couple posts. When I went there to Japan last time, Hiko-san made a point of asking me if I'd like to go out to eat with them the next day in Osaka to go for some ramen at a place they really liked. And I thought it was like just around the corner. So I kind of dressed for that. But it was, go to the train station, go to the next town. And it was just a really cool day. It was Hiko-san, Chinami-san, Su-san, Kyosuke-san. All invited me along with them. We went and had some great ramen, and took me to the Zemaitis store in Osaka, and I got to play a pretty special guitar, and that's only because of Hiko. And you would never know he was sick if you're just hanging out with him. The dude was full of life and energy, and it really had an effect on me as, as far as enjoying what you have and what you got. So there is that. Yeah, but this is what you do. You live a life that other people want to talk about and remember, right? So that's how you live on. Okay? I'm going to stop there before I start crying. Okay. So, what else is... Hello? There we go. There I am. Oh, I had it set up for an interview, that's why. Yeah, it's, the Band-Maid fans were all thinking about it, so. Yes, rest in peace. Okay, how do we move on to different things here? What do we have? We have some really cool things going on with Band-Maid. And I just saw this morning that Barks had a write-up on their acoustic show. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about possibly, Konami putting a challenge out to people to do a cover of the Ready to Rock intro. Thank goodness she didn't want to cover the whole song, because I don't even know if I could play that whole song. We'll see. I think I can. I think I can. eventually, but it is weird, and I want to see how she plays things live, what she's doing exactly, because there's a few different ways you can do it. There's a lot of covers out there. People have already covered the whole song, and they are amazing. You know, cheers to you guys, because you're insane. But of the ones I've seen, I don't think any of them are exactly right, including my own. I only did the intro. So anyway, let's talk about how everybody's doing. I know I kind of probably brought some tears out. Me too, but I'm going to say hello to the people in the chat. Jennifer Reed, David Penny, Quartermaster Veteran, hello. Hoagie, just landed in Seattle on my way to Japan. Awesome, dude. Going back again. Marshall Lau, Kevin Represent, Vincenzo Maniac, Ed Hamrick, what's up, man? Scott Miller, Juke Boom, hello. Nostalgia Trip Media, Paul Engineer, welcome everybody. Thanks for showing up, and there's a lot of lurkers in the background, which is cool. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoy the show, and let's talk about... You feel like Konami's self-cover wasn't right? She did leave out... there's a little high part that she left. I think she left out of the kindness of her heart. Because let's check out. Well, here's her wonderful Instagram anyway. Let's go. Let's check out. Yeah, so I made a decision when I did the cover. Let's listen to the intro here. That part right there. And when she did her cover, she didn't do that, which is fine. I think it was just like, well, let's take it easy on the people, because that'll be a weird thing to do. And I had been messing around with the intro before that, and I kind of figured out that part. And I had been watching. Yeah, we got some more shares she did here. I was looking for hers. It should be right here. Here we go. And the way she does that, dude, I can't do it that way. Moves her whole hand up, like and she stops on every fret. It's insane to me. Her motor skills are amazing as usual, and it looks like it's sped up. And then I did respond to her on there with this. And I said I will improve. Because that last part was really fucked up. And everybody I showed this to, because I showed Amanda and Elliot and my buddy at work, and they're both like, is that sped up? Because it does look sped up. I wondered the first time I watched it back after I recorded it, I'm like, is this playing at a higher speed? Because it looks that fast. So yeah, it is crazy. Like, I didn't think I was playing it that fast. But anyway, Konami did share it on, I don't know if it's still up here though. Oh, here we go. She shared Alexi's cello cover. Of course, he does a blindfolded. And she also showed another person who apparently been learning for over a year. It's so wild. I didn't let the whole thing play because it was on the reel. But man, okay. The big thing is she is recognizing people. I think there might be even more. Oh, I went back. You know, and she's sharing it on Instagram and on Twitter, and she's commenting on it, dude, which is really cool. You know, even the orchestra, amazing. I could feel the sweat coming out of my eyes as he played over and over again, or tears, I guess. And this dude. Oh, this guy, is it the same dude? Put in the let's see what they said. Thank you for watching. I heard the song on 4/4 and thought it was cool and wanted to play it, so I worked hard to copy it by ear. Oh, what do we got here? I don't know. See, how do you do that? How do you get that file? That's something I'm just ignorant of. But, you know, she shared his. The dude on bass. That's awesome, dude. It's so cool, dude. And so for me, I woke up and I had a bunch of notifications. It's like, dude, she shared your reel on Instagram. I'm like, what? So I checked it out, and I don't know how to find that exactly, because the stories go away, right? Right? Where is that? Derp. That's the one thing I didn't bring up. But anyway, thank you, Bill. Shout out from Konami. It'd be such an honor. It is. I'm going to talk about how that makes me feel right here in a minute, as soon as I figure out my stupid way of finding it. Let's see here. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. We'll go. Here we go. So we don't need to hear it again. But Konami shared it on her Instagram story, and it says, "Hello again. It's my signature. Your guitar playing is amazing. Thank you always." Which, a couple things. So I don't know how this will come off. They don't do a lot of acknowledging individuals. I guess we'll put it that way. I think it's just a way of not mentioning somebody, I think, is all it is. So, I mean, she says hello again, which it just means that she's aware of things I do for Band-Maid, maybe, or when I met her in Irving Plaza, which we'll go with that. But this is so teenage me learning guitar and discovering guitarists. I had huge like guitar idols, guitar heroes. Steve Vai, even Kirk Hammett for a time, Marty Friedman, guitarists like that I thought were just amazing. And at that time, you couldn't communicate with these artists. You just watched from afar, hope you could find an article with them, Dimebag Darrell, stuff like that. And that was it. And I love Konami's playing just as much as any of those artists. Actually, I love it more because she is super inspiring. So to get a shout out at all from Konami is literally like having my greatest guitar hero acknowledge that I exist. And I think that's amazing. And it's something she does not have to do. And it's not just me, though. She's done this for several people. And I think that's awesome, man. She calls out, I mean, people, it's not an easy cover to do. And she's taken time to, you know, see these things, repost it, comment on it. She could just share it, and that'd be enough. But she puts a personal comment on it. So, cheers to Konami for making the days of many people by doing this. I think it's really cool. Now, if we could get a full playthrough of the song, that'd be even better. I would love to see what she does. Hopefully, we get one on Band-Maid Prime or something like that. But yeah, it was pretty wild. And I thank you, Uncle Yoshi, for sharing this. And it's been shared by a few other people on a few other platforms I found. And I've tried to get on there and check out comments and stuff and respond to them. But yeah, it's pretty special, dude. I think it'd be great, man, if she, yeah, nostalgia trip me. It's like SRV calling me out. Exactly, dude. How did I not mention Stevie Ray Vaughan? Exactly. It'd be like, that's some pretty good blues licks, buddy. So yeah, it was insane. And yes, Bill, there you go. There's your answer to your query. And thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. I really, really do. We got people who are going to Japan right now. They're going to check out the Band-Maid show just in, 5 days? Yeah, Becca Noy, we talk about, almost makes me want to rejoin Twitter. I couldn't just leave it because so many bands I've made connections with are on Twitter. So I would be just cutting off all my contacts with the band. So I pretty much had to stay on there. So it's awesome, dude. And she it's her guitar, her signature guitar that Hoagie sent me to be able to play and just check out. So it was kind of a nice happenstance that this came up. Bill Hallis is going to Japan the first couple weeks of August. It is going to be very hot, sir. You will just prepare to bring water. Band-Maid is next Saturday. And this song, dude, what an amazing song. I heard the last three. Where's my playlist? If I bring up, no, you shut up. If I bring up YouTube Music, we can see. Well, where it's not set up like my phone. Here we go. No. Quick picks. I have to look on my phone. If I bring up YouTube Music on my phone, the speed dial thing comes up. You can see it's got Band-Maid, Sally, been listening to her recently. The Crow soundtrack, Muku, The Warning, radio station, Alice in Chains radio, Encore radio, all this stuff I've been talking about. If I go to Band-Maid and I play top songs, it's got Ready to Rock and then Zen right after that. And holy crap, dude. Those two songs back to back are insane. And their latest releases, so you got, it's Ready to Rock, Zen, Show Them, Protect You. Show Them is a good song. It's a fun song. But when you line up Ready to Rock, Zen, and Protect You, and then like Shambles, dude, these latest songs from them are just insane. They're insane. They're not slowing down. I love it. Shout out from Tokyo. We're all waiting for y'all to arrive. Paul, are you there now? Yeah, Bill mentions the Band-Maid Prime channel is behind the scenes with the making of Ready to Rock, which is pretty cool. I watched that this morning, and it's pretty cool, man. They really show how they're really playing through the things, especially Akane. So I think Akane is very aware that people are going to watch the video and kind of analyze what she's doing, so she wants to do it correctly. And so every time they went through it, she's got to play a song. I think she said it's like 3 times going through it. She's like, I never drink water, but 3 times going through the song, and her water is almost already gone. So yeah, there's so many people going to Japan, and I'm not one of them. Oof. Yeah, show them's fun, but it doesn't get me the like. I mean, Zen is absolutely one of my favorite freaking songs. I love it. I am doing your lies into the bright. Nobody knows I future. Those grooves, man. I love it. Such a freaking it's got such a groove, man. Just goes into that freaking. I love it. Just love it. Set your cruise control, Philip Cable. Cruise control is essential when you're listening to Band-Maid. We'll hear it out. Why have the chatter? Nobody told me. Woo! I love that so much. I mean, oddly, that's like my favorite part of the song. All this great, crazy, awesome guitar. Da-na-na-na-na. Woo! I just love it, man. Was Forbidden Tale dropped before Zen? Because I love that one as well, even though it doesn't go as hard as Zen. I love it, dude. Those oohs are like the hook for me. Woo. Vincenzo says, I love the fact that in Zen, after the solo, the song slows down while in Ready to Rock. After the solo, the blast beat starts. That is awesome, dude. I love that. Not a big fan of blast beats, but, you know, when you use them just right, they're pretty amazing. Man, Hibana. Is this a good one to follow up Zen? Of course it is. It's kind of it's a similar deal. You hear that? You hear that?
I am drawing your lies.
Those notes. They could have been on the same freaking single, dude. They're awesome. So yeah, what a cool band. Okay. Oh, I still can't believe I got it. That's awesome. She's awesome. Showing clips of her playing and stuff on her Instagram or on her Twitter and Instagram is pretty cool. All right, should we check out the live report of from Barks about the acoustic show? Band-Maid is the best rock band on the planet. I agree. I agree. So this whoever this is Band-Maid, the rise born from subtraction. You know, a little less, you get something new. So under the name of Band-Maid Billboard Acoustic Tour, the group will hold a service in Osaka March 20th, in Tokyo under the name Band-Maid Billboard Live Acoustic Tour. Blah, 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 blah. A little bit of insight about the band. It was their first opportunity to see the acoustic service. What they saw was the second for these shows. They do two shows, one earlier in the day, one in the evening. And this person, does it mention? Should have the author, right? Must be at the bottom. They went to the second stage of the day, the conclusion of a special occasion that was done 4 times. The all-reserved venue has table and counter seats. Visitors can enjoy food and drink while enjoying the music. The second show is sometimes during dinner, and the leaders who have passed through the narrow gate to get tickets are eating and enjoying drinks before the show. I know some of you were there, which is cool, so any insight would be awesome, or if you're at any of the shows, not just this one. But she said the show starts at 7:30. About 5 minutes past the scheduled time, the hall went dark, and Psyche went to the stage to a sea of warm applause and took a seat in front of the piano placed at the bottom of the stage. The moment her hands began to play the intro, we all felt the air tense like a cold morning. So she played Choose Me solo, which, you know, if you've been to their shows, usually Akane comes out first. What's the order? Is it Akane, Misa, Miku, Kanami, or Kanami, Miku, and then Psyche comes out last. So, you know, she comes out first, does a solo thing, which is pretty awesome, man. But plays Choose Me, which we've heard her version of that. That's been published at least. Marshall Lau, overpriced food and drink. Oh, really? Wasn't included with your ticket? I thought that was like the deal. You get a ticket, you get dinner. Overpriced food and drink. Dang, that sucks. Yeah, Made It Co. With them being their own management now, I think makes a big difference, and we're seeing them go back to. Well, here's the thing: the management team isn't completely different. I think there's like one different person in the management team when they went to their own to madeit.co. But we've seen them go back to where they're being more interactive with the fans. For a while, they would not interact at all. On very rare occasions, they would, or one of them would. And now, like with Konami doing this, we get interactions. Dude, it's so cool. And it's so, it helps the band so much more, especially in the environment today where you basically got to grind all the time. You know, I saw one meme where it's like, it shows somebody on stage playing and then they get off and then they go right to their phone. It's like, you know, when a band member plays their gig, they have to go into social media manager right after the show because you can't just play a show and just let it go. You got to keep promoting. So it's important, man. So, you know, the more interaction, the better. People will share about that. Paul says, Marshall, always with the food and drink. The tickets get you the right to order food and drink. Casual ticket holder can't even order food. What? Oh, man, that's not cool. Huh. That's interesting. I guess, man. What's up, Topic Graphic? How you doing, dude? Nostalgia Trip Media said, beers were $20 at the Kentucky Derby yesterday. I didn't go, I just heard. What's up, Punk Rocket? Yeah, I'm not really. I was visiting my parents yesterday, and they were watching the Kentucky Derby, and I don't really. I mean, just a bunch of rich assholes wearing goofy clothes and just. It's just a bunch of. I gotta watch what I say. Yeah, I wasn't too thrilled with it. But, I mean, you know, the race itself wasn't bad. It's just, don't need 4 hours of lead up. Has anyone watched a new video from Neki? I have not watched a new video from Neki yet. Okay, so, after singing Choose Me by herself, Psyche said thank you, and said good evening, everyone. Has started with me. I'd like to add one more person. And Konami came out, and they did Shambles. Just Konami and Psyche, dude. And I want to know what that sounds like. Like, what was the riff there? Was the riff there? Like, how did they? I want to know. I need to know. I need to see the streaming service when they put it out, dude. So yeah, I want to know, dude. I can't wait. I'm so glad they recorded some of it and they're going to put it out because some of us just want to hear it. So they came out and played Shambles. Konami plays an acoustic. Psyche sits an electric piano at the front of the stage. It's as if it starts with a solo by Psyche, then develops into a duo, which gives you a little sense of the story. And again, a high-pitched part is sung with a falsetto. So Psyche wasn't like belting out the songs. Let's see. When a familiar song is performed at a different speed or arrangement than usual, we sometimes come to the obvious and simple conclusion that a good song is a good song no matter how it's played. This is something that's been repeated often, and I think it's a good quote. A good song should be able to be stripped down to just vocals and a guitar. No matter how complicated it is, if you can't play it without doing that, then it could be better. You know what I mean? And they prove that. They take songs that are super complicated, packed with sound and layers of guitar, and they strip it down to a melody and an acoustic or piano, and it still is just as good, just in a different way. And I think, you know, I don't know. It might be even hard to find a song that you really like that you couldn't break down into a simple thing. I mean, I'm sure you've heard like rap songs where even though you don't think about it, they're in a certain key. There's melodies going on. There's a chord progression, even though there may not be any chords in the song, you know? And it's still got to have that melody and something that grabs you. And yeah, a good song's a good song, dude. Thor Gallion, what's up? Says they've been working hard since Made It, and there's palpable success with the latest release, breaking YouTube view count record one after another. Yeah, dude, Ready to Rock's been killing it. Yeah, Paul or Cello or whatever. Mr. Brian with a Y. How's it going? So they played Shambles, and after that, Miku, Misa, and Akane are called out, and the 5 of them are all on stage. What did they play? This should not have anything to do with the shape of the stage. Had Akane and Psyche facing each other, so the layout must have been different, and Misa's in the middle. I guess that'd be similar to how they did the other acoustic shows, yeah? The one I've seen. Misa appeared with a can of beer and a small bottle of whiskey. Then they all played Wonderland. Then they played Bestie. In some places, a vocal harmony that Kabato overlays with Psyche singing brings a clear three-dimensional effect to the song. Misa's electric bass supports the bottom with swells against the 2 acoustic guitars that are played delicately and clearly. Akane's beats don't have the usual rushing force, but a pleasant feeling that makes you reach for an itchy spot. The exquisiteness of this ensemble, in which such sounds mesh with each other and embody the worldview of music, is also wonderful. They played Daydreaming with Everybody with Psyche on piano. Choralium was played with Psyche, Konami, and Misa. In the meantime, Akane remains in place while Kabato sits in a chair at the back of the stage and waits. Then they all played Forbidden Tale, Brightest Star. Dude, awesome. They say what was interesting was that after all 5 members came together for the first time in the 3rd song, Wonderland, Misa had no break time while performing in various subtraction systems as mentioned above. I wouldn't go so far as to say that everything is built around the bass, but in fact, there is an... I don't know, that's a weird... It's kind of centered around the bass. It was a direct indication of the structure of the sound in the special service. So yeah, we've seen before in these shows where they rearrange everything, and you lose... The songs originally have a lot of note work going on with Konami, filling in, putting stuff in behind vocals, around vocals and melodies, and with the drums being super crazy, that when they strip it down, Misa tends to play more and play different parts than what she usually does, and she fills in a lot of melody places, and then that way you can let Miku and Konami play more clearly with the acoustic and not worry about playing so many notes, and then the bass can kind of fill in all this other space. So I think it's a really cool way they do it, and it's a brilliant move because Misa is a freaking genius, dude. Her melodic sensibility is unique, we'll say that. Due to her placement on stage, Psyche had to look at Akane in front of her when she sang while playing the piano, and she happily said that she was squeamish by Akane's appearance each time, and that she often sang while holding back laughter. This must have been especially true for her, who could only see the scenery from the front stage during the normal waiting. All the members must have felt the freshness of the difference in the scenery that could be seen during the performance. Really cool. I need some water. Thor Gallium asks what acoustics. Alvarez Yairi or Yairi. So there was Alvarez Yairi, which was made within the Alvarez company, and then Yairi formed their own company, and I think she plays those as well. Which I finally got one of those because of Konami. But give me 1 second. I need to go get some water. Even has that held note. Gotcha. All right, man. What else am I to talk about? Oh, I guess we can throw it to the chat. What do you want to hear, dude? What do you want to hear right now? First song gets put in the chat. We'll check that out. 20 seconds later. Oh, Misa did talk on base day. Oh, that hasn't happened yet? I thought that did happen. I know she did Afterlife. Right on. We can do that. We can even have a video for that. Afterlife. Bam, bam, bam. I haven't watched this for a while. Let's go, man. Bam, bam, bam. Well, it's muted. Start that over. Remember Akane doing that dance. Amazing. What an awesome video. Somebody mentioned they use quick zooms instead of a million quick cuts to make it feel different. Marshall says, because Afterlife was directed by a different director. Where, I'm sure we can find that. What about Akane dancing? There's, oh, I don't know. Here we go. Here we go. That's funny. They're awesome, dude. He's like, I'm out. super cute, but I want to hear that whole. I don't want to hear that whole song. do, 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 do. Some college students performed some Band-Maid if you want to check it out. Handmade? Gotta help me out, man. Sometime, I don't know. Let me see. What if I did? Oh, this is a cool video here. Actually, really cool video. You can't share a link on my chat. Oh. Just because. Are you on the Discord? But this is a cool video. This person went to Arabaki Rock Fest and describes the whole show and experience and fans' reactions and people who didn't know Band-Maid, how they reacted to the band. It's really cool. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know what part of what to copy for your. Yeah, for Ready to Rock. Of course, Akane learned all the moves, man. That's Of course she would. Nope, that's not what I need to see. Is this the one you talk about? I need help, dude. The one. Oh, were you talking about earlier? Dice Band-Maid. Yeah, the video I shared, I've watched a few of them. It's pretty interesting. And they're chaptered, which is nice. I don't know, man. Dude in a little made-up. just weird seeing a Gibson in an ESP. I guess I kind of stopped on the report of the acoustic thing. Whoops. Freaking scatterbrain. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me find what you want me to find. Handmade. No, I didn't mean that. If I wanted to say that, I would freaking say that. Yeah, sorry, can't find it. Ooh, what do we got here? Nice, slappy. What are these shorts? Comedy's so awesome, dude. Have you seen this crazy, awesome first-time react while sight reading Band-Maid songs on Rocksmith? I have not watched it. I saw a clip. Oh, there's a lot of them. I haven't actually played Rocksmith.
All right, Band-Maid coming up.
Is this like where these guys do it live when they haven't seen it before? I don't know, man. That link is HGK. Oh, that is okay. This one?
What's up, guys? This is crazy awesome. Oh my god. And we're playing more Band-Maid today. Oh my god, this is the first time reaction. I've never heard this song.
What the fuck you mean? You can play that without ever hearing the song before? You gotta be crazy. No way. I can't even follow what the fuck's going on here, dude.
Oh my god, this is insane. Someone told me this is a shred fest, so... And said it's their favorite Band-Maid song, so we're gonna see how good it is. I'm so confused right now. Oh my god, okay. This is definitely a shred fest.
If you learn how to sight read, you might learn how to play along with shit. He's not even looking at his goddamn guitar.
I don't know what to say.
You can't.
This is so crazy. Solo? Oh my god. Okay, oh my god. I don't know what just happened, but I really enjoyed that. I think I agree with that guy. I think that this is probably one of the best Band-Maid songs I've heard, and it's just a really fun shred fest. Like, it really.
That's insane, dude. How the fuck do you go through that song and be like, oh, what's happening? And play the whole goddamn thing, dude. That's insane. Holy shit, man. That's wild, dude. Holy crap. Oh, God. The talent, the skill that's out there, man, is just crazy. I can't imagine that. I mean, I guess if you learn how to, if you come up sight reading and actually learning the notes and where things are on your guitar instead of noodling around in blues for 15 years, you might be able to do that. Not this guy. I'll just struggle listening to it by ear. That's insane, dude. that was incredible, dude. Holy crap. That is amazing. Alessio Riccitelli. Seriously, I have a question. Why do so many middle-age as me and over people love Band-Maid? I think somebody, Nostalgia Trip, answered your question. Yeah, so I think it's because popular music used to be full of incredible musicians that wrote the songs and performed the songs, and that's what made them popular. And then it devolved into popular music being centered around one person being able to sing a song written by 14 other people or 4 other people, 5 other people, instead of writing their own music. And none of what made the song special was based around the musicianship. And that is what is pumped out on radio, popular radio, and it's a bunch of crap that people who don't really care about music, they just want something as ear candy, that's what they listen to. And it's the majority of people because most people aren't musicians, right? And that's why it remains popular, and instead of trying to promote musicians, they promote songs. And most people don't give a shit about the songwriting. It's a fact of life because, like I said, most people aren't musicians, so it doesn't matter to them. But musicians and people who grew up when musicians wrote incredible songs for radio. Like, think of the classic rock songs. All those songs, they're great songs. And you had a singer who played guitar, and might even do the solos or whatever, and they featured the musicians in the music. And that's we're talking when that was popular, 60s, 70s, 80s, and then in the 90s everything started to kind of change. So for the people that grew up with that, Band-Maid is like seeing that again, to where not only is it catchy and is good ear candy, but it's actually fantastic musicianship. So you don't just get a fun song to listen to. You get a song that you can listen to 15 different times and hear something different each time and appreciate it. So I think that's what it is. You got bands who grew up with like all these, Rush and all this stuff. These bands that, you had Spirit of the Radio and stuff like that, which was a pretty big song, but it's a technically freaking insane song, man. But something about it was good enough to make it popular to stick around. And that's what Band-Maid's doing. People realize it. Vincenzo Maniac. I am the same age as the Maids. Wow. Yeah, that this dude's insane. He's like he's not only playing the goddamn song by sight on the freaking game, he's also talking over it, saying how crazy it is. Dude, you're freaking crazy. Crazy awesome. You are crazy awesome. 2.9 thousand. Here, we'll subscribe to him too. That's cool. Right on. Thanks, BM for life. Happy Band-Maid anniversary, May 23rd. Thrill. Ryan Meir reacts. First time hearing. Oh, wow. Oh, sorry. I missed. What is May 23rd? May 23rd is the first time I listened to Band-Maid. Thrill. Ryan Meir reacts. Dude. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Do you want to watch this, man? I'm going to sound like such an idiot. Check out a band called Band-Maid. No idea what I'm getting into here. Another suggestion thrown out by a commenter on another video. So quiet. So I'm going to check it out. Looks Japanese. Official live video. Let's go.
Breaking you again.
Really digging the music. There's a groove to it that hasn't been on kind of the other stuff I've checked out. Like it's got a lot some water. It's got a lot
water.
A lot earthier tone in the guitar. A little bit more groove to it. I dig. I really like how it's sounding. And she's mixing Japanese and English. I know some English doesn't really translate to Japanese, so they use the English version of the word. But I don't know if it's an aesthetics thing where it just sounds better for a line or whatever. But I don't know. Pretty cool.
I don't think I could fit into that shirt now. These guys are right, but he keeps fucking cutting the video. Can't just go by and forget that freaking little breakdown with the drums and the bass and the guitar solo. That was sweet. I love I still wasn't able to like monetize the video with all the cuts and everything. I was trying to keep from getting it blocked because the baby metal one got blocked. I'm like, oh my god, how do people? I didn't know anything about doing this, so that's why it was cut. I just didn't want it to get blocked, is all. What's up, Shavo? Very cool. I like that. A song about breaking out of your boundaries and forging your own path regardless of what's in your way. I can dig that. I liked it. It's a different sound. It's a lot of different sound. I guess there's no keys in it. Some good freaking groove metal. I like that. Groove good metal. Stuff. I dig it. Looking forward to checking out more. Hey, people, let me know what you want me to check out as far as this band goes. I dig it. I dig it, man. Why don't you say it again? I dig it. What's up, Scruffy? How you doing, man? You having a good time? So, yeah. I had no idea what the hell I was getting into. And that song hooked me, dude. It was a really, really cool song. It wasn't like anything else I was hearing. And I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. And it sounded like other things I was listening to at the time. Winery Dogs, Alice in Chains, shit like that. So, yeah, the first one. So that's this month, the 23rd. We'll probably check it out again around then. Every time I see Konami finger tap, I'm like, I wish I can do that. You can do it, dude. I gave you a whole lesson the other day. I know you can do it. Ryan's journey to Mircho. Sure. What? Oh man. What was the next one? Domination. Hey, I'm live. Upload date. Oh, I thought I could. Was it Domination next? I can't ever remember. Let me see. We'll go by date. May 23rd, 2021 was Band-Maid Thrill. Then the 28th was No God, and then Domination. That's right. You guys probably already knew that, though. Yeah, No God. No God was next. Yep, you're all telling me. I looked it up, though. Here's a list. Oh, monetization is on for Thrill. I'm surprised, dude. 35,000. Oh, of course. Okay, so it was Thrill, No God, Domination, Freedom, Onset. Onset really sealed the deal, dude. And from then on, it was like, this is the best band I've ever heard in my life. Afterlife. Look at these songs, dude. Rene, Manners, Warning, Different, Afterlife, Moratorium, then Cross. Bubble, Onset, Deep Dive. That's the first time I did a deep dive was on Onset. Secret My Lips, Take Me Higher. So many awesome songs, man. The puzzle one was a pretty life-changing event, I think. The puzzle times 3. I think Blooming and Dice has the Take Me Higher and Play is the one that has the most views, 198,000. Then Blooming and Dice. I imagine most people were told to ignore the Thrill reaction and go to No God because I chopped it up. I went from their first song to their latest release at the time. No God was their latest one at the time. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Wow. That's pretty cool. Right on. Right on. Do. When you tap, it's not ringing. Then, what do you mean? What's not ringing? The note you hit? Because when you tap, generally it's a quick thing. And you're either tapping too much on the fret, maybe, or you're the finger that's like, because you gotta work. One stays down, and then these other two move. If your one that's staying down isn't holding the string tight enough, maybe it's not ringing out that way. Hey, Cross is a good song. Don't cross off Cross. I guess I never said it was a bad song. I don't want to say I don't like it, but I don't ever choose to listen to it. I'll put it that way. All right, Phil, take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by. Was it Onset when he said that the guitar finally shines? That's what Dave Penny says. Did I say that? Like it didn't shine and everything else? Onset was just, yeah, it was like, because her solos are so short. I didn't know anything about the band, so I didn't know she was writing like the whole freaking song or any of that stuff. So yeah, the solos are really short. So in Onset, I got to see her really, like, kind of what she does. Time's good. All right, man. Nice little run down memory lane. What do we need to check out now, dude? Any let me see, who was Well, thank you, BM for Life, for the super chat and for bringing up that it's been 3 years, dude. 3 years? That's it? I always forget it was alive, too. Whenever I think of Thrill, I think of the video, and then, oh, look what I did, and I saw it was alive. So, I don't know. Where are we at? Onset equals cool. Onset does equal cool. And I don't know, man. Get over live video. Cool. I'll have to check out some Necky. Why not, man? Such an iconic show, dude. Lasers. Konami did not show up in the street. Probably see me fall out of my chair, dude. Fun, man. What an awesome song. Guitar teacher reacts. Paul, and we remember Onset of Sorrow too. Onset cover. Yeah. It's such a downer though, dude.
I want to take a song like Per Sad and with their songs, like with Puzzle. I appreciate that. I'll get back. Hope you like it.
Watched this for a while, dude. Man, that's one of the first. I don't know. That was a cool thing. Like I was gonna do a cover of Onset. I'm like, why? Why do it? Just to show I can play it. That doesn't add anything. So that just happened. Ooh, you know what? I think I'm gonna take the Konami shirts off the site for sale too. Here's a cover. I think about it. All right, man. I guess that was a passing note. Never got the Black Hole of Sorrow. I would never be able to come back from that, Paul. Punk Rocket. I don't know. Maybe it's a certain way I need to pull off. With your tapping, maybe? I don't know. You know, I mean, you can, if you just tap it and go straight off of the guitar, it should still ring out if you got it. If you got your root note, what I would call the root note, kind of anchored good. But if you just touch and go to the side a little bit, like that, that's kind of how you can get it to ring out a little bit more. But I don't know how to help you other than that, dude. Just showing. That's the first time I really did anything tapping wise on guitar, but I thought it was important to, for the song. It was fun to do. Fun to do. Now what? Another random tune? Possibly. Do 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 do. Thrill. 22 million views on Thrill, dude. Wow. 10 years ago. Hey, there's me. Me and my guitar. Dice and Different has 1.3 million, and Zen has 1.7 million. 3 years ago, 3 months ago. Wow. Oh.
I am drawing your lies into the
know we heard about
light. Nobody knows I future.
Freaking awesome. Rated Rocks at 1.6 already. Wow. One more. What's up, Eric Dane? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing all right. You're doing well. That's one of my favorite solos, dude. It is. It's awesome. I love it. Such a monstrous song, dude. With a hot take, dude. Love that so much. Oh, absolutely epic. That is Dude, that song is incredible. I love it so much. There's so much to love about it. I feel bad for the people who listen to the new shit and they're like, I wish it was like the old stuff. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I don't get it, dude. I never understand that. Scruffy, you aren't supposed to have a favorite Band-Maid song, but I think this has solidly claimed that title. Really, dude? Wow. I listened to this and Ready to Rock over and over yesterday. They're so good, man. And you know what, dude? Eric Dane going through some shit, coming out on the other side, which is good. Wants to hear Dilemma, which is awesome. And I think Dilemma and Liberal for me, for some reason, are like two peas in a pod. So what do you want to see, Eric? Do you want the live or the track? Woo. Let's check out the live. Oh, wait. No, that's not officially from Band-Maid, so we're not going to do that. Nope, not watching bootleg shit. We'll just listen to the track. And this is definitely one of my favorite songs, dude. It is. I love it. Is this so different than the new stuff?
同じでいたいのに君だけそこにいてなんでだろう Tell me 古い難しい症状正義という悪魔が叫ぶ人のための偽何のためあれまたどっかで消えちゃった振り出しに戻る What did it all the way 本当の想いに目を覚まして尋ねた Where I be What will I be 夢の中だってついて夢の中のよう
This is a great song.
その光だけは逃せない I'll be solid to keep going I'm still standing let me see it let me see it
Is this so different than the new stuff? I don't think so, man. Production-wise, it's a little different as far as mixing and stuff goes, and maybe that's the hang-up. But musically, dude, I mean, come on. I will play this whole song.
I am doing your lies here too. Down like down there really ended. It got killed as new past.
What the? It's all Band-Maid, dude. It's the same people.
同じでいたいのに君だけそこにいてなんでだろう
There's more
Tell
space.
me 古い難しい症状正義という悪魔が叫ぶ人のための偽何のためあれまたどっかで消えちゃった振り出しに戻る What did it all the way 本当の想いに目を覚まして尋ねた Where I be What will I be 夢の中だってついて夢の中のよう生きてたその光だけは逃せ け振り出しに戻る What did it tell the way 本当の想いに目を覚ましね尋ねた Will I be What will I be 夢の中だってついて夢の中のよう生きてたいその光だけは逃さない I'll be starting to keep going I'm still standing let me see it let me see it Oh 避難とかとばっかで自由に突き刺さる Where is it? お前は他じゃない僕だ
What an incredible song.
Why? Why? かけらを集めて立ってるまた迷うけど負けては終われない夢の続きをたどって夢の中のよ生きるの本当の想いに目を覚ましね尋ねた Will I be What will I be 夢の中だってついて夢の中のよ生きていたい Not over yet Not over yet Not
Love
over
this so
yet
much.
Not over yet Not over yet Not over yet
What an incredible song, dude. What an incredible song. That could have been right up there on the freaking Sense soundtrack. You know what I mean? And Liberal, for some reason, I always think of these songs as like equal songs. I know they're different, but
Get out Let's forget everything 何もかも捨て去って何残るんだろう Just about it But only barely 理解した不変性前向けならえ染み渡る周波数は重くなって There's no way out There's no way out Now you can handle that just I know 意志と表情信頼した切実 I don't wanna survive I wanna remain もう嫌になる for your heart その衝動Nothing is impossible 鳴り響いてる衰退への不協和音が Just about it But only badly 回る回る絵の中前向き進め湧き出す感情さえも見失っちゃ There's no way out There's no way out After you can handle that just I know 未来絶望ごまかすな自信 I don't wanna survive I wanna remain 冷めを覚ませ for your heart 今革命を
oh, this
No one can tell listen to your heart だからね足りないと笑って雑音ばかりバカバカしな世界世界叫んでどこからどこへと送るって See the light see the light Tell you can handle that just I know 意志と
I think we got a mini solo there. Listen to what Konami's doing.
No one can tell listen to your heart だからね足りないと笑って雑音ばかりバカバカしな世界世界叫んでどこからどこへと送るって See the light see the light Tell you can handle that just I know 意志と表情示した切実競技がなんだ軸をせかけかわ
Dude, so fucking Listen to so much other stuff, I missed it. Love that. So freaking cool, dude, on so many levels. It's an awesome song. This and shit, I can't think of it. You know what I'm talking about. Ooh, 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 ooh. That one. You know what I mean? Damn. Sometimes my brain, dude. It'll pop up in the chat here in a second. Great songs. Decided by Myself, underrated. It's a good song. Fate, dude. Fate is one of, oh yeah, definitely one of my favorite, very, very, very favorite songs. I kind of put it in there with them too. Didn't they have a great live with that? I thought they put out one. I love this dude. I love it. Oh, Spirit and Fate. Yeah, Spirit's the one I was thinking of. So Spirit, okay. So like Liberal and Dilemma are like sister songs for me, and Spirit and Fate are the same. But yeah, I think this is how many times can I say it's one of their best songs, but this is absolutely one of my favorites. I mean, you can coalesce, you can gather all the information and see which ones I say are one of my very favorites, and see maybe there's a group of the ones I say at the most for. I don't know, but I think this song is absolutely epic in its structure and its recording. It's brilliant. Let's see how much it differs from the new stuff. Yeah, you go from this to this 3-2-1 kick pattern by Akane. That this is Punk Rocker says this is still my favorite album besides Unleash and Epic Narratives. This is more riff based rock. That is a big difference between older stuff and newer stuff. This one you could pick like one guitar part and be like, here's the song. Dun, 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 dun. That's the riff of the song. The newer stuff, it's a lot harder to pick that out. That is like a big difference, I think. It's more of a collective. Like you need the whole thing. Like you can't with like, you know what I mean? It's hard to pull a riff.
No sweat, that's the way it goes. Keep it together like that. Don't worry, be happy. I didn't know my money. Don't cry, let's talk about the rest. The rest, nigga, that's not the momentum. 'Cause I gotta carry to myself. Spirit! Why is it like this and why it hurts? Love is rough, travels and triumphs. It's no money got time flees by. 照らし出した moonlight 何のために誰の
Sound
た
of
め
the
に
drums in this album, dude.
もう諦めて down down 落ちてく only care about to someday 道になる That's the way it goes Keep it together like that Don't worry be happy Nobody 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 That's the way it was どこにもない誰でもない自分自身の一つを作ろう信じ抜け Spirit
Yeah, dude. Listen.
I am drawing your lies into the bright. Nobody knows Atashi future.
See what I'm saying? When you listen to the old stuff next to the new stuff, you're like, oh yeah, it's not that different. Like, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, yeah, it's the same fucking band. You know what I mean? People want to draw this like, oh well, World Domination was so different than the new stuff. No, it's not, dude. No, it's not. It is. Dave Penny says, I love how they always give every song 100% effort. Everyone is treated like it'll be the lead single or title track. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. There's no filler ever. This is the thing I mentioned in comparison to all the bands that I looked up to. I was a huge fan of when I was growing up. There's always a song or two on an album where it's like, what the fuck, dude? Why? Why is this on here? Or, you know, I mean, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Zeppelin, Faith No More. All these bands have crap songs on their albums, or songs that just don't stack up. The only other band I would say that is equally as consistent as Band-Maid as far as the quality goes, I would say, is like Alice in Chains. There's no filler in Alice in Chains albums. They're all just like this, where everyone is treated as if they're trying to write the best song they can. It's pretty nuts, dude. Even after Lane died and they kept writing music, it was like, dude, yeah, this is pretty awesome. So, you know, haven't brought up Alice in Chains for at least a video or two. But yeah, they are the most consistently good band I've ever heard in my life, dude. Ever. Yep. So, I think... Jennifer asked, have you decided when you're doing a Mirioki stream for fun? I have not. Nope. I'd have to have like a list of songs you could choose from that I know, which would be a bunch of stuff you probably don't want to hear me sing. Man, how cold is it today? Woo, it's like 44 degrees. What a fun time with weather we've been having here in Indiana. Woo, woo. Well, fantastic. And just for the hell of it, wait, let me see here. Let's listen to Giovanni. Woo. Giovanni. Oh, see? Yeah, all these freaking... Ziggity-biggity-biggity-bam. We'll listen to this awesomeness, and then we'll call it for the day. This is insane, dude.
Is right 吐き出すほどのフェイクスマイルどうしたらいいかグリグリ Do it, do it, do it Keep yourself alive, live, 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 live 誰しも当て出せだ The truth is simple 立ち上がれそうにはない Baby 天井へ届きはしない幸いを
So good, dude. Their breakdowns, dude.
There's nothing I can do to help you.
just so freaking awesome, man. So freaking awesome. The fills, the way it kind of just sends you into the next verse. I love it so much. It's so awesome. What an insane song, man. All right, guys. Well, I started to put in timestamps, but I only got Afterlife, and that was over an hour ago. So I think I missed a few. So it's always fun talking about Band-Maid. I want to thank Konami for just being such a down-to-earth artist, and acknowledging people that love their music and sharing things, just sharing performances by people. I think it's amazing. It's something that, you know, we should appreciate from her as an artist. It's awesome. And to all the people that are doing the covers of Ready to Rock, cheers to you, because it's not easy. If you think it's easy, make your own video and upload it. It's nuts. The take I took was in the middle of over an hour of trying to get it. I already knew what was being played, but playing it correctly and then throwing in those freaking chromatic ascension little double stops at the end, it took me a solid half hour just to get that take, and that take I was not happy with. I tried for another half hour after it. I'm like, yep, that's the best it's gonna get. So that's the one he got, man. I hear a bunch of mistakes in it, but it's nuts. So yeah, it's just really cool. Konami is a class act, all right? So there we go, man. Yeah, it's rainy and cold here. Ew. Over 1,000 views already. Thanks, guys, for checking it out. I like these days, but now I need to go to have the rest of my Sunday. There's some interesting... What is going on with these fingers? Oh, that's one hand. There's some... Look at this thumb right here. Ew. The more you look at it, the weirder it gets, man. There's only one set of nails with a rounded tip. Interesting. You see a lot of things. We got to stare at it for 4.5 minutes. All right, everybody. Have a great week. I will be back Tuesday as usual. And what, 70? Did you count how many fingers there were? Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you get this one right here? Because there's one right here that's behind the... Wait, I don't want to go away. It's fingers that bend a lot of Mises. I thought maybe that was Mises because they're bendy fingers. All right, guys, have a great week, and I'll see you around. Thank you so much. Thanks to the super chats. Couple of those today. Bill Hallisey, BM for Life. Thank you very much. That helps as always. So have a great day.